We'll do the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमं श्लोक भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. We'll recite the shloka. स एव प्रथमं देव कौमारं सर्गमाश्रितः चचार दुश्चरं ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मचर्यम् अखण्डितम्. स एव प्रथमं देव कौमारं सर्गमाश्रितः चचार दुश्चरं ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मचर्यम् अखण्डितम्. Can someone from the Prabhuji side recite the shloka, please? Hare Krishna.
स एव प्रथमं देवा कौमारं सर्गम् आश्रिताः चचाचरा दुश्चरं ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मचर्यम् अखण्डितम्.
Someone from the Mataji side can recite. स एव प्रथमं देव कौमारं सर्गमाश्रितः चचार दुश्चरं ब्रह्मा ब्रह्मचर्यम् अखण्डितम्.
Say,
Okay, word by word meaning. Sh, that, eva, certainly, prathamam, first, deva, supreme lord, kaumaram, named of Kumaras, who is unmarried, sargam, creations, ashrita, under, chachara, performed, dushcharam, very difficult to do, brahma, in order to Brahman, brahmacharya, under disciplines of realize the absolute Brahman, akhanditam, unbroken. We'll read the translations and purport. Translation and purport given by the Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. First of all, in the beginning of creation, there were the four unmarried sons of Brahma, the Kumaras, who, being situated in a vow of celibacy, underwent severe austerities of realizations of the absolute truth. Purport. Thus, the certain of the material, the creation of the material world is affected, maintained, and then gained, annihilated at certain intervals. So, there are different name of the creations in the terms of the particular type of Brahma, the father of living being in the creations. The Kumaras, as above mentioned, appeared in the Kaumara creations of the material world. And to teach us the process of Brahman realizations, they underwent a several type of disciplinary actions as bachelor. These Kumaras are empowered incarnations, and before executions, the several type of disciplinary actions, all of them become qualified Brahmans. This example suggested that one must first acquire the qualifications of a Brahman, not simply by the birth, but also by quality. And then one can undergo the process of Brahman realization. We'll do the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalasalakaya Chakshuraunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namah Om Vishnupadaya नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवारी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thanks everyone for joining this class. So today we are going to discuss about the sloka number first canto, second chapter, third chapter, sixth sloka. So before going deep into that, I just want to give an outline summary of the chapter three. So in chapter three, from the sloka number first to five, we are describing in future details of three Purusas avatars, as beautifully explained by the Patit Pawan Prabhu and Gopikant Prabhu and other devotees. And then 6 to 27 is naming of describing 22 avatars, answering the fourth and fifth questions of Parishit Maharaj. Then 28 sloka is Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and so on. I mean, I'm not going to give further detail, but yeah, the overall 44 sloka is glorifying the Srimad Bhagavatam Sutta Goswami's answer, sixth question. So, moreover, this chapter is only talking about the uh, saying that establishing the principle of that, Krishna is the essence of each and every avatars. All those incarnations has been centered by the Krishna itself. So, what is the actual meaning, the word of avatara? Avatara means that, ones who descendants from Sanskrit avatara, descendants from ava. I mean, there is a down and tar to cross. So, the term avatara organized from the Sanskrit words avatarati means one who descendants. In this context, it especially denotes being who descendants from the spiritual realm above. So he is coming from the top to bottom. So who is on the top, and that way it's coming down. That is the meaning of avatara. So if you, I mean, in the diagram also it has been shown that ava means it's becoming down and tara to cross, and that's make a Sanskrit word avatara. So avatar. So there are six categorization of these divining incarnations. So first Purusa Avatara, which has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.12 till 5. Then Leela Avatara, Guna Avatara, right? Manvantara Avatara, Yuga Avataras, and Saktivesha Avataras. So these are the basically six categories of the avatars which Krishna has taken, and we are going to discuss one by one. So we had already discussed about the Purusas Avatara, all those forms of Vishnu's, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Chirodak Sai Vishnu's, and uh, uh, all those Vishnu's form we discussed. Now we are going to discuss about the Kumaras, all those four Kumaras. So how these four Kumaras born? So Brahma was thinking about the establishing this universe to creations of that, because he is the creator father of all these universe. After he become from the navel of Vishnu, he thinks that how to incarnate this universe. And once he's thinking in his mind, from his mind the four Kumaras appears. So these four Kumaras, because and why they appears to establish these four principles, what those principles are: Sankhya, the educations, the I mean all those educations to establish from the uh, these material establishment, material, like what would be the elevation from these material things. So it's a Sankhya. Then yoga, for establishing the yoga, how to reach the Atma, how Atma is going to reach to the Paramatma. So that the meaning of yoga, the inner meaning of the yoga. So to establishing that principle, they thought. And fourth is Vairagya. So Vairagya, the highest spiritual achievement, how to do that with the help of education, with the help of yama niyama and everything. So how to achieve that? So that establishment is needed. And the fourth one is tapa. So for tapa, in what is the spiritual achievement, spiritual siddhi. So for that, these all four principles Brahmaji has thought in his mind, and these four Kumaras has appears. So these four Kumaras are basically representing all these four basic principles of any basic religions or basic establishment, or you can say. And later on, they given a new sampradaya. So ideally, there are four sampradaya we all know. So out of these four sampradaya, one sampradaya which usually called the Kumara sampradaya, and later on it's getting called the Nimbarka sampradaya. So that has been established by these four Kumaras. that's why, in the purport it has been mentioned, Kaumara Sargam Ashrita. So who is teaches the Brahma realizations to us, and for same time, they are Kaumara. They are going to follow the principles of celibacy, and that's why even the more detail has been explained in the further canto, but just a glimpse I just want to give. So Brahmaji got very angry, because they help us appearing these four Kumaras to uh, help him for the creations, but they are self-realized soul in the soul childhood, and they said, no, 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 I would be going to follow the celibacy principle, and I'm not going to help anything in the, although they help. How they help, I'm going to explain in the sometime, but they refuse to increase the family and all those. So that's why they call the brahmacharya. They follow the brahmacharya, and Brahmaji was so angry with that, and that anger uh, helps to incarnate the Rudra Shiva. And that, I mean, that detail we'll going to discuss in the 11th canto. I think, yes, in 11th canto we'll go to more things. So they are these four Kumaras are in Satyavesha avatara. So the sixth types of avatara of Krishna. So they are six Satyavesha avatara. These empowered incarnations. So they are self-realized soul. They have so much knowledge. In age of 4 or 5, they learn all those Vedas. And for Vedas also, initially they establish the Veda, we can say. So initially they established only three Vedas. So three Vedas has been identified. Later on, Atharva Rishi has collected all those things, and Atharva Veda becomes as a Veda. And for that, these four Kumaras has did a Shastrarth with things. I don't want to go deep into that, but yes, somehow initially they establish all those Vedas and all. So there is a pastime, once these Kumaras was only, traveling from here and there, all those lokas, down seven, up, Ardhamukhi seven, everywhere they are just traveling, and they are just establishing the principle of these four things which I explained: Sankhya, Yoga, Vairagya, and Tapa. So one time they went to Vaikuntha Loka, and in Vaikuntha, while going to the Vaikuntha Loka, there are seven stages to cross to reach to the Vishnu. So they crossed six, but seventh door, Jaya Vijay, is the Dwarapala of Krishna, Vishnu. So they stop him, and they did not recognize him, and they are got so angry, and they curse these Jaya and Vijaya. So somehow, as I told that, they also help in the creation of these universe. So these, while giving a curse also, he help in the creation. So how? So once he given the curse, so the curse becomes in. I mean, Krishna. Then Vishnu came, and when Vishnu came, by the aroma of his tulasi and his lotus feet from the, like the lotus from tulsi aroma from his lotus feet, when they got that aroma, they got so much elevated, so much influenced, and from the Brahmavadi, they become to the Vishnu Bhakta. So that is the mercy of Tulsi Maharani, and the and moreover the lotus feet of Krishna. So somehow, and they curse these Jaya Vijaya. So Jaya Vijaya has to take three. I mean, uh, then Vishnu, say, okay, either you want to 7 life or 3 life. So ultimately, the Jaya Vijaya say, okay, I don't want a 7 life, at least 3 life. But in the 3 life, they have a mercy that in all these 3 lives, they are going to kill by the uh, Vishnu Avtara only. So those 3 lives is, first, they took a birth of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So Jaya Vijaya, Hiranyakasipu and Hiranyaksha. So God had taken another incarnations to kill Narsimha Avtara and Varaha Avtara. Then they become a Ravan and Kumbhakaran. So Rama Avtara. Then in the Krishna Avtara, they take a birth as Dantavakra and Shishupal. So Krishna again kill these two. So these three incarnation. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it had been mentioned that they took another birth as a in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Yuga, they took a birth as a Jagai and Madhai. And still I'm in Katwa in West Bengal. In Katwa, there is a samadhi of Jagai and Madhai are there. I mean, initially they was so bad personality as like all these Ravana and all. So, but in the Kali Yuga, they are not doing that kind of activities as we did ha 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 something like that. No, they did not do these kind of activities. They are throwing the stones whenever the devotees are going to take a bath in a Ganges and all. So they are not they are disturbing them, and somehow they are drinking and all those, and they are creating a nonsense in there. And Nityanand Prabhu, we all know that story. Nityanand Prabhu went to help uh, these to bring them in the devotional services, and Madhai has attacked him, Nityanand Prabhu, and Jagai was trying to not do that, but somehow it happened, and Nityanand Prabhu got hurt. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got very angry, and he just took a Sudarsana and tried to kill him. And somehow Nityanand Prabhu shower his mercy and pray Nityanand Prabhu pray Mahaprabhu that okay Prabhu, this avatara is not for any shastras and any killing and all. So this only kirtan and your bhakti, the spreading of bhakti is your motive of this creation. And then he pleased, and somehow he uh, pleased these Jagai and Madai. And after that, Jagai Madai has got so much changed. Once the devotees came, somehow some devotees throw a stone on him, and they said okay, okay, come on, why you hit only one stone, take another stone and hit me, because whatever the sins we did, that is not covered in one stone or two stones, so just hit us. So that much surrenderance they did. And right now, I mean, in Katwa, that's why we have still samadhi of Jagai and Madhai, and despite of their demonic nature, still we are giving them the respect. And even in the same place, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hair samadhi is also there. When he was so beautiful hair, and once he took a sannyasa, his hair has been removed, and that hair is still in Katwa, same places. And same place, there is a Avadhuta sannyasi, Das Gadadhar, and that samadhi is there as well. So I mean, the things is that these are the incarnation of Jaya and Vijaya, and somehow they help in the creation. Somehow they, so not in the directly, but indirectly they help in creations. And after that, these Nimbarkacharya's, he was basically sitting under a neem tree, and he was discussing with the Jain Muni sannyasi. And that time, Jain Muni sannyasi, they did not took anything after sunset. So somehow, and the Nimbarkacharya bring a sun uh, in evening, even he requested. So that way, it's called. I mean, we used to say Nimbarakacharya. So because and some people are saying that Nimbaraditya. So because he brings the sun. So somehow, they these Kumara Sampradaya is basically worshipping the same Vishnu in Krishna and Radha in a Swakiya mood. So there are two mood of worshipping: Swakiya mood and Paragiya mood. So Swakiya mood means when we are considering Radha and Krishna as a married, Parakiya mood and non-married. So kind of I mean, but moreover, and later on these Kumaras will got knowledge from Sankarsana and Hansa Avatara, which has been moreover explained in the 11th canto in the more detail, how the Hansa Avatara has given the knowledge to these four Kumaras. And in 11th century, how Nimbarkacharya got that. And that's why so Nimbak Are Acharya. So that's why it's mixed up Nimbarkacharya. And that way they praise to the Kumara, uh, all these four Kumara, and these four Kumaras has given the knowledge to him. So it's nothing but they are praying Vishnu only. So they are a very so surrendered soul. They are doing all these austerities of Vishnus and everything. So that way, they are only, spreading the surrenderance to the Vishnu with these establishing the four basic principles, as I explained: Sankhya, Yoga, Vairagya, and Tapa. And that's why, these the Nimbarakacharya Sampradayas is going on with that. So and I mean, still all these. As I was explaining about the three Vedas, so initially, it was the three Vedas only: uh, Riga Veda, Yajur Veda, and Sama Veda, as initially the appearance. And these four Kumaras are, I mean, there is one more stories are going on with that. In some Puranas are saying the same stories, that these initially these three Vedas, and at last this has been approved by these four Kumaras only. Okay. And what these, few important points. So that's, I told, right, those four principles. So that's why the mean name is itself, signifies that Sanaka, so ancient; Sanandana, joyful; Sanatana, eternal; and Sanata Kumara, so ever young. So these, four name has been given to these four Kumaras, and they are described as the first mind-born creation and sons of the creator of Brahma. The four Kumaras undertook lifelong vow of celibacy against the wish of their father. They are said to wander throughout the materialistic and spiritual universe. And all four brothers studies Veda from their childhood and always traveled together. So they all four traveled together. The Bhagavad Purana listed the Kumaras among the 12 Mahajana, great devotees of Bhakta, who, although being eternal, liberated souls from the birth, still become attracted to the devotional services of Vishnu from their already elevated state. So these, I mean, important point has been sorry mentioned about these four Kumaras. And there is another stories which I was talking about, that uh, when only three Vedas was there, and after that, this Atharva Rishi has collected all those things, and he prays to Shiva, and say that, okay, why not my things, I mean, consider as a Veda. And then, there would be a Sastrarth and all those, and the fourth Veda has been established in that case. And because with the help of Shiva, and after help of these four Kumaras, the fourth Veda has been established. So Daksh Prajapati thought that, okay, it's a defeat of these four Kumaras, because they are a brother of these four Kumaras, and they curse these four Kumaras to be never be grown. And that way, these four Kumaras were so happy. They thought that somehow we got more and more time, that we can pray to Krishna and we can pray to Vishnu. So I mean, this is another story is mentioned in the Shiva Purana. So that way, these are the elevated things. And at the last, in the purport, Prabhupada has explained a very beautiful point, that these Kumaras has so a very beautiful message in the word, that you are not Brahman, or you are not educated person from the childhood or from the birth. Like, if you are taking a birth in the Brahmana family, doesn't mean you are a Brahmana. If you are having a Vishnu prema, then only, and Brahman realization, then only you are becoming a Brahmana. So that is the main inner concepts which these four Kumaras has spread all over the world. And Brahma Mada Gaudiya Sampradaya is one of the Sampradaya who, I mean, all other Sampradayas are also following, but these Sampradayas is strictly following these particular principles, despite your birth, your breed, or whatever your things are. But if you are having knowledge and surrenders towards the God, surrenders towards the Vishnu, then only you are considered as a guru, or as a Brahman, or as a what. So Brahman means, it's not like that you are taking a birth in a Brahman family, or you are having carrying a Goswami, your ancestors, or what. That not make any sense. If you are not eligible, you are not surrendered soul, you are not realized, self-realized person, or you are not surrendering to the Vishnu's lotus feet, then you are not a Brahmana. So these four Kumaras has shown that all these and establishing these four principles. Now open the board for question and answer.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. This is a very wonderful session. It's new things to me. These four Kumaras are how directly related to Krishna and Vishnu or Rama or, I mean, just where they born, who created it, and what is their role. I think you might you explained it, but in a brief, I would like to know that what we can learn from them. Did they teach any of these Vedas, or did they approve it? Did they wrote? Just, I mean, just little confusion about connecting all these dots. Can you please help me?
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. So ideally, the Vedas are incarnated by the Krishna itself, the Vishnu
Okay.
itself, Vishnu Tattva.
Okay.
But these four Kumaras has spread it to everywhere, and they given a principle, the gist of all these four Vedas. Because once understand about these four Vedas, they talk about these four Tattva, which I explained in the beginning: Sankhya, Yoga, Vairagya, and Tapa. So these four Kumaras traveled everywhere in every loka, and they try to establish the same principles. And by the birth, your question, right, that how they burn and all. So they, like, when Brahma was thinking about creating this universe, that time they burn from their mind. And
Mm-hmm.
ultimately, because Brahma is a, DNA from the Krishna itself, from the Vishnu Tattva itself, so that's why they are in the same hierarchy.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now I'm clear. Like,
Yeah. So
how?
now creation is beginning, Prabhuji. Till now we saw only three avatars, right? Like three Purusha avatars.
Yeah.
And from Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Brahma came. Now Brahma is starting create the progeny, and he's establishing all four planetary systems. In that Brahma's creation, with the first living beings are these four Kumaras.
Okay.
So now Manus will come, 10 Manus, and Rudra will come. So one personality come and they take their role and they will execute whatever is required to support Brahma's progeny expansion.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So also these four Kumaras learned all the tattvas from the Supreme Lord, and there is one Acharya called Nimbarka Acharya. Like we have Madhva Sampradaya, like Brahma Madhva Sampradaya is come. And for Ramanujacharya, Sri Sampradaya, similarly, these four Kumaras learned all the knowledge, and this tattva understood by the Nimbarkacharya. So Nimbarkacharya spreaded whatever the philosophy, whatever the teachings that given by these four Kumaras. But that is not very much prominent. That is also one of the bona fide Sampradaya as per the Padma Purana, Kumara Sampradaya. Yeah,
Thank you,
so
Prabhu.
we are trying to understand all aspects. From now, creation will start. How this is expanding, how each and every element is working. You will have a broader picture of whole creation.
Creation, who is spreading and who is taking care of all
Yes,
this.
yes, yes. More granularities will come. Till now, just we are seeing the above the material universe, all these Vishnus. Now we will get into universe and all the other functionalities.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, it was a nice session. As you mentioned, for Kumara's stage as child because of some curse. Can you repeat that, Prabhuji? How
So,
they got
Prabhu,
the person
there
from?
are no, no, there are two things, Prabhu. One, I mean, as per the Srimad Bhagavatam, they born as a child and they are so elevated, so they want to stay in the same. They don't want to, you know, like you can say, they have somehow stopped everything. I mean, they want to be on the same stage. But I that's why I given another thoughts also, that in Shiv Mahapurana it has been mentioned that they got a curse from the Prajapati Daksh also. to be not grown, because they got, they allowed another, I mean, Veda, and somehow they uh, discussed those things with the Shiva, and which Shiva has, enemy relations with Prajapati Daksha. That's why, it's another story, Prabhu, another flow. But in
So technically, in summary, sorry, Prabhu,
no, no, no,
I
go
want to
no, go ahead.
make him cut short. So technically, Kumaras, they don't want to be grown up and attract to the womanly natures and get into this samsara life. That is a hidden reason. Since they are empowered personalities, they can do whatever they want. They don't want to get married. Again, Brahma will get angry. Then he will create Manus and Rudra's and other progeny. These four Kumaras are very, very elevated personalities. They don't want to get married. They don't want to help Brahma to expand the progeny. So that's why they were stopping their thing, growth. They want to, if they grown up, their senses will agitate and they will fall into the trap of attraction. So they don't want to that. That's what they use the brahmacharya word in that sloka. So they want to be brahmachari forever.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
One more question. Are all these four Kumaras before Ramavataram or later?
They are the beginner, Prabhu,
Beginner,
so
okay.
they are before every this avatara.
So,
Hey,
okay.
again, you are missing the fundamental concept.
Mm.
Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, all these Vishnu Tattvas are there eternally,
Mhm. Okay.
eternally in the spiritual planets.
Okay.
So this we are talking in this material world. After this material universe creation, Brahma, and he invited this Kumaras and everyone.
Okay, I understand.
So
Okay.
the beginning, Prabhu kickstart with Avatara, right? Ava means the upper planetary system. Tara means coming down. So Rama will be there forever. Even this universe start or before universe starts. These are all Vishnu Tattvas eternally situated in the spiritual world. They'll come and go. They'll come and go. So we cannot say uh, Rama after before Rama this Kumaras came, so they are powerful. No, not like that.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Mm.
Krishna
Yeah,
Prabhuji.
Nijendra, you want to add something?
No, Prabhu.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna
Prabhu. You
Prabhuji.
had cleared.
I have one question, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, as we know, like Jaya and Vijay, they incarnated for 3 times as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, and Kumbhakarna, and Ravana, and Makradanta and
Shishupala and
Shishupal.
Datrua.
Yeah. But how it's like Jagai and Madhai came into picture? Can I know a little bit about this?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Actually, these three prominent avatara has been mentioned in everywhere in the scriptures. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has been mentioned with the that they just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's avatars and other avatars. So they came in every avatars along with the Vishnus to serve some purpose. And I don't have any other informations, but Gopi Prabhu, Gopikant Prabhu, if you can add on something here.
Yes, Mataji, these three avatars, there is no regression and serving. In the Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, only agitation and there is no realization. So in this Kali Yuga, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, they want to realize and they want to show they transferred after serving this many lives. So they again came and they want to taste this bhakta life. They came with their original qualities and they got transformed. And you can say this fourth avatara is not a demonic avatara, it's a transformed demonic into transformed into devotee. So technically, they got three demonic avatars. Fourth one is uh, to show the people with the service of Lord Vishnu, one can become a devotee, even though you are a demonic personality. They came and they helped in the Chaitanya Lila.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. A follow-up question, Prabhuji. So that means they were already back to spiritual world after Shishupala Bankaradhantra, but they came as their wish to serve to Lord
Yes,
in
Roji.
the
So
Kali Yuga.
spiritual world, all the people will be there. When Krishna declared that I'm going there as Gauranga, then Narada Mahamuni, if you read the Gauranga book in the beginning chapters, it is explained. Narada Mahamuni and Balaram went all the people, all the demigods and all the planets, and they asked Krishna is going as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to perform Leela in Kali Yuga. We want to invite you all. That's why if you there is a if you compare Chaitanya Leela and Krishna Leela, many of the personalities in Krishna Leela they came in Chaitanya Leela also. All these Manjaris, Radharani, Advaita Acharya came as Sadasiva and Vishnu. So, like that, all these personalities came to perform the Leela along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah, whenever there is a Leela happen, Lord will not come alone. He will come with his associates. Sango Pangastra Parsadam Ignai Sankirtanai Prayer Yajantihi Shumedashaha. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishna. So Krishna himself will come, but his Varna is color is akrishna. It's not in blackish. Sango Pangastra Parsadam Ignai Sankirtanai Prayer Yajantihi Shumedashaha. So he will come with his associates, Sango, and his weapon is Sankirtana Yajna. And whoever realized that they are Ajantihi Sumedashaha, they are the Sumedasa, they are intelligent people. So um, when Lord comes, he will come with the crew. When you go, you will go with your own crew, right? Your wife, your husband, your father, your whoever you have, wherever you are going to a recreation or to any function, you will go with your own crew members. Similarly, Lord will come with his own crew, all his associates to perform the Leela. Even in Edu dynasty also, he did not come alone. He came with all his crew. All Edu dynasty people are not ordinary human beings. They are all came from heavenly planets and spiritual planets.
True, Prabhuji. Otherwise, it's not easy to perform with the fallen souls, whatever Leela they want to do. Okay, Prabhuji.
Of course, for them anything is easy to create the rasa, and even all the spiritual world entities also, those jivas also, they want eagerly to enjoy all rasas with the Lord. So suppose if Prabhupada is going, all his associates, all his sishyas, all his disciples, all his followers also will be there. Why? Because they want to enjoy that moment, sweet pastimes of Prabhupada and his things. They want to experience that. Similarly, all the um, personalities in the spiritual world, all elevated personalities, want to eager to see different rasas from the Lord, and they want to be part of it, and they want to um, be enjoying. It is a very wonderful prema tattva and bhava tattva. If you think in a middle aspect, okay, I'm coming, you are coming, you are doing duty, my duty. If you are thinking like that, you will not get a real emotion and devotion. So once you soften our hearts with all these hearings and all this chanting, then we'll get all these emotions and all these feelings, all these we can experience Supreme Lord through Srimad Bhagavatam. By hearing itself, we can experience, we can see that. Okay, so any questions? If there are no questions, let's thank His Grace Nijendra Prabhu for delivering wonderful class about Kumaras by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Let's offer our prayers to Lord Narasimhadeva to give ultimate protection for all our congregation members and as well as entire world by chanting Ugram Viram. Ugram Viram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Vishnam Badram Muchornamamyaham. Ugram Viram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Vishnam Badram Muchornamamyaham. Ugram Viram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मुचोर्मुचोर्नमाम्यहम् श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय. So today is Friday and Sunday is Radhastami. Whatever the little service you do on Radhastami day, Radharani is the service personified, right? If you see whole Leela of Srimati Radharani, she always hankering how to serve Krishna in every aspect. Not only she is serving, she want to engage all the gopis also in the Krishna service. Radharani never thought like that, okay, Krishna is mine, I want to serve only me, myself. She will introduce each and gopi, yeah, this gopi will make nice garlands, this gopi will make nice music, this gopi will make nice tambula. She always want to engage everybody in Krishna service. Even spiritual master also, he'll take the mode of Srimati Radharani. He want to engage everybody in the service of the Lordship. Any service which is related to Krishna and his associates. So to express that mood, Radharani is a chief chef for Krishna. When Krishna is performing his leelas, Radharani goes every day to Yashodamai's house and she cook unlimited varieties of Krishna and offer to him. So there are so many special recipes also what Radharani cooks if you do a deep study of those subject matters. So let's take Srimati Radharani's mood and serve Krishna by offering something from our heart. You can make some preparations. If you're chanting 16 malas, from your heart, you can make small amounts. You don't need to bring things just for your to express your love. And if you are chanting 8 malas, you can bring some fry items, puris, pakoras, all those things. And if you are doing 4 malas, you can bring any salads. If you are not chanting, that is also fine. You can bring dry fruits, you can bring coconut, water, whatever. Offer with love through Srimati Radharani. So Prabhupada says that what can I serve Srimati Radharani? She is the ultimate servant of Supreme Lord. What I can do is I can ask, hand over one flower, one lotus flower to Srimati Radharani, and I'll beg her to hand over this flower to Krishna. So, with that mood, we can bring some cooking offerings or lotus flowers. Srimati Radharani appeared on the lotus flower, and she always hold the lotus flower. So, to express our love and devotion, we can bring some cooking offerings or as well as some lotus flowers and offer it to Srimati Radharani and immerse and bathe her. That is appearance day. So any appearance day will bathe them as a significance of their first bathing. So come, bathe and immerse in the kirtans. And our girls' youth is performing one wonderful drama that is surprise for all of you. So please come and relish and get unlimited bhakti. Another day, Jayapatak Swami Maharaj is telling that anyone do a small seva, even holding one garland or putting one nail or putting some flower, which is equal to performing a devotion of 108 lives if you do one small service on Radhastami day. So she is so merciful. She is waiting when this fallen soul will come to, she is waiting to hand over all of us to Krishna. Okay? So come with that mood, chant extra malas and beg her. Of course, and every day we are begging. Hare Krishna, Hara is Srimati Radharani. We are begging her to engage in the service. So beg her and get into more mercy. Thank you very much. With that, I would like to invite you all for Sri Radhastami and enjoy the festival. Our next Bhagavatam class will be on Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. So with that, we'll conclude by chanting 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Bhagwan Sri Krishna Paramatma ki jai. We wish you a happy Krishna conscious day. Panchakalpatarabhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyev cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. Thank you very much.
Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai. Samaveda Bhaktarande ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.